Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hope you're doing great. So, today's video is different from any previous videos because in today's video, I'm gonna talk about my most precious possession. Yay! I think now you are watching something different here. This painting in front of you. Yeah, these are the paintings in front of you, and I have many and many of these paintings. I drew them by myself when I was in the third year of secondary school in order to help me in my study of geology. So let me just get back all these ages ago. You know what? I think it's been quite a while since I last was in the third year in secondary school, and I think my favorite subject was geology. I used it to study geology a lot. Yeah, I used it to study this subject, but I think the most interesting subject for me was physics, and the most difficult subject for me was chemistry, and the most lovely subject for me was I supposed to say were Arabic, English, and French. So I still remember these old days, and you know what? I hope to get back to these days to study geology one day. So I drew this painting in front of you by myself when I was in the third year of secondary school in order to help me in my study of geology. So it's been many years since I was in high school, so I no longer use these paintings in studying. But a while ago, I was looking at my old painting and found that painting, and I remembered the old days. So let's see what's in this painting. So let's focus more on the first one. So first, this is the shape of the globe sector, and it's different envelopes here in front of you. This is the first shape or the first structure. So I will quickly explain to you the components of the ears. Planet ears is made up of six major components. Earth's crust, which is divided into oceanic crust and village, followed by the mantle, followed by the core, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. In the first one, this is the shape of the globe sector, but it's a long, I think it's a longitudinal shape and consists of the core and the core, which is a solid inner core, a molten outer core, the mantle, and the Earth's crust. And with this, the first drawings of the first lesson are over. So here, and I think also I have told you about this. So I was talking about this, by the way. So this is the shape of the globe sector, and I think this shape is consists of the core and the core, which is a solid inner core. Okay, and also a molten outer core, the mantle, and the Earth's crust. We will move on to the drawings and shapes of the second lesson, which is entitled The Geological Structures of the Rocks of the Earth's Crust. I mean, this is the second one. Specifically, the geological and tectonic structures here, you know. I know, but I don't know how to say this, but believe it or not, I drew this paintings in front of you by my own without any help, by the way. So I'm honest. So I am an honest person, and I never tell. No, no, no. I never tell. I never, I never lied to anyone. So I have always been honest with all of you. So I made this with my own and I'm so proud of myself here. So this drawing talks about folds and there are two types of folds here. I'm talking about this. There are two types of folds which are convex folds and concave folds. So the first one is the convex folds here, the convex folds here. The layers are curved upwards and the oldest layers are located in the center and these are the components of the convex folds, the axis, the axial plane and the wing or the side. This is the first one here and the second one here. Secondly, the concave folds and the layers are curved downwards and the latest layers are located in the center and the elements of the concave fold are a wing or a side, an axial plane and an axle. So I think the third or maybe the second type of geological structure is faults. So there are six types of faults here, talking about this structure or these shapes in front of you. So let's start by the first one here. I'm talking about the normal fault. So the fracture is the result of tension, and the rocks of the upper wall move at the level of the fall downward in relation to the rocks of the lower wall. So the second one is the inverse fault here. The fracture is the result of pressure and the rocks of the upper wall move at the level of the fault upwards in relation to the rocks of the lower wall. So here the third one is called the thrust fault. The level of the fault is almost horizontal and some call it a creeping fault. And I think the last one here in this shape is the fourth one, the fault with horizontal movement. I mean the crushed rocks move horizontally in the same plane without any vertical displacement. I think here we have finished our lesson for today, so I can say it. With this, our lesson has ended, and we hope that you will like it and wait for us with more paintings and lessons. I hope you really like this painting in front of you. I can say it with all proud. I am so proud of myself for doing it by my own without any help. So thanks a million for watching and hope you enjoy this video. Thanks a bunch.